One of our young men is on a mission trip for 11 months. It's called the World Race. And Evan Bobbitt this month is in Haiti. He was in the Dominican Republic last month in January. Now he's in Haiti. And Evan wrote this short blog. You can actually follow Evan on his evansrace.org. He's on a trip with 40. He's in a team of 7. By the way, I counted. There's 40 young people on the trip, and there's only 7 men. And I said to Peter, I said, the odds are pretty good for Evan there. That's good stuff there. That's pretty good. Evan's on a team of 7, squad of 40, spends 1 month in each country. He carries everything he needs for the year in one large backpack, a small front pack, and of course his guitar. We often don't have water to shower up to weeks at a time. I'm not hanging with Evan these days. I noticed as well on month 7, he and his team are going to be in the nation of Mozambique. Eli Mandalhate, his native nation is Mozambique. So we're going to have to send you to home on the 7th month of Evan's trip so you guys can get together and kind of thing. Yeah, you can take good care of him. Evan writes this: When I ask you to describe who you are, what do you say? American? Christian? Maybe you point to your job or look to your family. What do we do when just about everything in our day-to-day life changes? That is the race. At home, I work at a computer store. I drive a car. I have what we like to believe is almost full control of everything from what I have for lunch to my weekend plans. When you leave for the race, just about everything in your life changes. Now we are homeless to a degree. We have a new occupation. We have almost no control over anything other than our attitudes, and our families are suddenly thousands of miles away. Basically, the only constant is Jesus. I think that's by design. So what do? You look to the only real constant, Jesus. And then we do something really scary. We trust him. That is something that I'm learning. When life is routine and easy, we find our comforts in things. Sometimes that is our job security or the security we feel as Americans. Sometimes it's just that morning cup of coffee or the ice cream after dinner. Whatever that comfort is, big or small, how will you react when it is gone? How much are you leaning on that where you could be leaning on Jesus? It's so easy to say, I trust Jesus, and you probably do, but do you trust him with your Sunday morning from 10 till noon? Assuming, of course, there isn't a big game on. Or do you trust him with your life? I have found that trust is really complex, and sometimes it is surface level when we think it's a really deep trust. Like I said, I'm working on this. I love the comfort that seems to be inherent with being in America. I love that morning cup of coffee, and at times I even miss the routine of work. There is a lot of comfort in those places. However, you can never learn to swim without getting wet. By that I mean you can't get comfortable trusting Jesus deeply with your life when relying on the comforts and certainties in life. I know what you're saying. I can already see my email blowing up with things like, life in America is not easy, and there are no certainties in life. Jesus is the certainty. He is here. Life is hard no matter where you live, but Jesus came to be the safety net for you to land on. He will catch you. All you need to do is step out of the boat and lean into him a little more. Like Bob Goff said, we want to live just on the edge of yikes. That is where we learn a little more on Jesus, lean a little more on Jesus, and he shows us just a little more about how trustworthy he is. Evan Bobbitt.